Let's listen to the final part. What is happening, people? It's your boy Beats back again for another one of these quick tutorials in Ableton Live. Let's get into it. Today we're going to look at trap hi-hats and hi-hat rolls. We're going to go ahead and use the simpler and the piano roll to map out our hi-hat parts, and then we're going to go ahead and use automation to spread the rolls in the stereo field. Let's get into it. We've got this quick beat that I made just for this tutorial. It's kind of like a little Uzi type beat. Without the hi-hats, it's a bit flat. We'll use the hi-hats to create some movement, get that ever-present bounce going. So let's have a listen to that. Nice. Quick coffee. We've got our hi-hat already brought into our simpler here. As you can see, we're going to go ahead and draw in the clip. We're going to change the length to 4 bars. I'm going to change the subdivision to 1/8 notes. As you can see, we've got our hi-hat mapped on C3 here as by default in the simpler. First thing we're going to do to create some movement is we're going to grab our pencil tool B, draw in the first hi-hat, and then we're going to draw the second hi-hat and change the velocity of that. We're going to change it just slightly. Bring it down. If you can imagine a drummer playing the drums, they tend to play the hi-hat shoulder tip, shoulder tip, shoulder, and that creates movement with the change in velocity. You're always accenting the downbeat and you've got a click on the upbeat. Grab those, lasso them or Command A, Command D to copy them over. Command A again, Command D, Command A again, Command D, Command A again, Command D. There we go. We've got 1/8 notes now drawn out across our hi-hat line. It will sound like this with the velocity variation. Great, now it's time to put in some hi-hat rolls, the trills and frills that we all know and love. So we're going to change the subdivision in the background to 16th notes first. So Command 1 to change the subdivision for a higher subdivision. First of all, we're going to go and pop in 3 single hi-hats there. Very typical of the genre. You normally hear those 3 16th notes before the second bar drops. On the next one, we're going to change it down to 32nd notes, and we're going to draw in another roll here. On this one, we want an even sharper hi-hat, so we're going to change that to 64th notes. So Command 1 again. And then on the last one, we're going to copy these, hold down Alt and drag to copy, and we're going to drag it over. So this is what the hi-hat part sounds like now. The next part is optional. I quite like my hi-hats to move around in the stereo field. Cat is just going mad in the background. Go down to the left here and grab your automation. Make sure you go up here to mixer and change it to panning, track panning. And then wherever you see the rolls, we're going to draw in a marker at the beginning and the end of each roll. Here we go. And then we're going to go ahead and let's change the subdivisions in the background. Choose the lower subdivision again. Command 2. Right, now we've drawn in our markers, we're going to go ahead and we're going to move the rolls around in the stereo field. So I'm just going to drag left, right, left, right. Don't want to go too far in the stereo field, somewhere halfway, like this. Wicked. Now we've got this drawn in, go back to the part and hit play and we'll see what we got. One last thing you might want to do, go into your rolls and give them an automation slope of a dynamic lift by going from a quiet note up to a high note. Hold down Command, draw across your notes. It's going to change them. Also, another popular thing is to take the rolls and place them on different notes. Let's listen to the final part. So there you have it, guys. We've got our hi-hat part all drawn out. We've used automation and velocity to humanize it a little bit. We've changed the dynamic movement, make it feel a little bit more realistic, placed the rolls in the stereo field left and right, and we've also used different notes to change the pitch of some of the rolls. All very typical stuff in the style and genre. Get mad creative with it, change the subdivisions, change your velocity slopes and curves, and get crazy. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got some use out of it. Take it easy. Peace.